So, hello fellow banknote collectors, how you going today? And my name is Glenn, and in today's video we're going to be looking at some banknotes from South Africa. So, I don't think I've actually made a video on South African banknotes from memory, or maybe I have of the 100 Rand, but anyway, I only have a few banknotes because I'm not an active collector of South African banknotes like most other countries. But the first one I have is a 1 Rand from the 1961 to 65 issue. And with the signature, this one's more likely towards the 65 end of the time spectrum. And these banknotes actually have two variations. So this one has the English on the top and the Afrikaans down the bottom. The other variation has it reversed, so the Afrikaans is at the top and the English is actually down the bottom. And as you can see, it has this guy here. Oh, he looks like a 1600 Dutch guy. That's Bartholomeus Vermuyden. No idea who he is. I presume he's one of the founders of probably Cape Town, one of the early Dutch settlers into actual South Africa. And a good thing if you want to learn Afrikaans, which is pretty much a variety of Dutch and English, then you just need to be able to see what they're actually saying there. So for the South African Reserve Bank, vir die Suid-Afrikaanse Reserve Bank. So for the, vir die. The D is actually da, it's pretty much the same as German. Promise to pay the bearer on demand at Pretoria. Ek beloof op aanvang te betaal en tunder at Pretoria. So you can use Google Translate or something just to put in each of the words of the sentence, and you'll be able to understand what it actually says. So this one's A114, and in 1966 they actually reduced the size of these banknotes. And as you can see, that guy looks like a different guy who's actually in the watermark. So if you know who's actually in the watermark, please let me know. No security, Fred. This one's pretty much an uncirculated banknote. So you're probably paying about $20 to $30 for one of these banknotes in uncirculated condition. If you want a lower grade, you're probably talking about a less value. And on the reverse, we have the lion, and this is actually the top part of the coat of arms or the old coat of arms of South Africa. It has Ex Unite Verdes, and it's like a unity is strength, something like that. Then we have South African Reserve Bank in English and Afrikaans. I wonder if Afrikaans get insulted if I keep on calling their language Dutch. So let me know down below if you are Afrikaans and you get insulted, because that would be very interesting to know. As far as I know, I don't really have a problem with the actual Dutch. And then we come to the second lot that I have. These ones were first issued in 1974 for, depends on the actual banknote. The 2 Rand was first issued in 1978. The 10 Rand was first issued in also 78. And the 20 Rand was first issued in 1984. So all these banknotes have the same guy as on the 1 Rand we saw before. That's Bartholomeus Vermuyden. And apparently this painting was actually mistaken for Jan van Riebeck. He was on one of the ships that actually founded Cape Town. And if we look on the back, we can see these are most likely the Dutch sailing ships with the Dutch flag heading towards Cape Town in the Cape of Good Hope. And the watermark is also the guy who's actually on the banknote. These have a security thread. And here we have the coat of arms. And if you see the actual line that was on the other banknote, it's pretty similar to the one that's on top of the coat of arms. And down the bottom we have the same actual motto. And here we have I think that's a Springbok, which is actually, I think the rugby team's called Springbok. Looks like Springbok or wildebeest, an old type of carriage, wagon. Looks like apples or something, and marine, got an anchor on it. So it's quite a nice banknote. These ones are actually not too expensive. If you want a 20 rand, you're probably looking at about $10 to $20. So not really too expensive. Although this one does a pinhole, so it's probably closer to the lower end of the price range. Then we have the 10 rand. And this one looks like it might have a Waratah. Does this one have a flower? The 20 rand? No. That would have nice to have actually have a nice beautiful flower there. So the 10 rand. And the serial numbers actually do change quite a bit. And on here we have a merino and a bull. I'm not I need to look up what type of cattle that actually is. Looks more like a type of water buffalo type animal, although it just doesn't fit. And on the background looks like we have players up there. And also the 2 rand, you can pick these up for about $3 to $4. This one's in better condition. And here we have a modern type power line. I have these nearly close to my house actually. And on the back we have a refinery. So this actually processes different chemicals. So it could be an oil refinery, it could be a gas, could be another chemical refinery that actually changes chemicals into different products that we actually use. And then we have a cog. We have a large bucket that is used to contain molten metal, which is actually pouring out. Then we have a distillery here to distill other elements in the chemistry process. So that is actually quite a nice banknote with modern technology. It's more like a communist banknote actually. So that's about, what did I say, about $3 or $4. This one you'll probably pick up for $5 easy. Security threads in the middle. So they're actually not too expensive South African banknotes. The rarest ones will probably be the £100 that they actually issued in the pre-decimal system, which is actually very expensive. Anyway, I hope you like these banknotes. I think they're actually quite nice. I'll leave a link down to eBay if you like to browse the actual banknotes, but be careful where you're buying from, because there is a lot of postage export bans at the moment, so your letters will not be posted from countries like Lithuania, Thailand, Cyprus, and quite a few others because of this lockdown that a lot of countries actually have, or India as well. So anyway, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching my video. Hope you enjoy South African banknotes. I think they're quite interesting, especially the pre-Mandela Rand issue of the 90s and 2000s. Quite a fascinating series, and probably the best of South Africa. Have an awesome banknote collecting time. Thank you, and bye-bye.